Today we're going to be doing a review of this eyeshadow palette from Huda Beauty. This is the Rose Quartz Eyeshadow Palette. I'm going to be creating multiple looks using this eyeshadow palette just so you guys can get a feel for the pigment and the performance of all of the eyeshadows inside of the palette. That's my goal. Hopefully we get to use all of them, but we'll see. So this is one of the looks that I did using this palette. If you guys want to see how I created this look, or this look, or that look, or even this look, or this one right here, then go ahead and keep on watching.
No, I'd rather be waking up with you. Sit up alone in your room, slept with the light on, waiting up for you. I don't wanna be.
Before we get started with using the eyeshadow palette, I want you guys to take a look at it. So you guys previously, I showed you in the intro the sleeve of the palette, but this is what the palette looks like. So as you can see, it is holographic, just like the other palette that I have back there. That's another Huda Beauty eyeshadow palette. This one is holographic, and I'm going to show you guys inside. This palette does have a really good size mirror, as you guys can see. This is a high-end palette. You guys know Huda Beauty is not cheap. So this palette here has 18 total eyeshadows, and it is a mixture of different textures. You have a total of 8 velvety soft pigmented matte shades. You guys are seeing here all of the matte shades on my arm, and we also have 3 high shine buttery metallics. These are stunning. I absolutely love these metallics. They are just out of this world. You also have 3 pearly soft shine metallics. They are right in here. These are also pretty. And then we have 3 quartz inspired multi-shimmer marble creams. And then last but not least, I think this one is definitely something different for an eyeshadow palette. This one has 1 crushed stone pearly gloss hybrid that is easy to apply onto the eye. The claims of this eyeshadow palette is that it has minimal fallout and minimal kickback. So we will see about that. I'm going to take you guys through a tutorial, and I will show you guys multiple looks using this eyeshadow palette. So stay tuned. I'm going to begin by using my Juvia's Place Eye Prep Eye Primer, and this one is in the shade number 2. I'm either using this one or the Glamlight Icing Eyeshadow Base. It's one or the other. For this first look, I'm going to go into the darkest shade from the palette. This color is called Mantra, or Mantra, whatever you want to call it. And I'm packing on this eyeshadow. I'm applying it into my crease area because we're going to be doing an intense cut crease. I love the pigment of this eyeshadow. I'm not experiencing any fallout with it. And we're just going to continue to work with this until we blend out the edges. So very slowly with the same brush that I'm using. This one is a Sigma packing brush. And I'm starting to slowly diffuse the outer edges. I'm not taking any other color aside from the one that we just used. To fully blend it out, I'm going to use this color here called Precious, and I'm going to apply it with a small fluffy brush and applying it to the edges of this previous color that we just used. It's going to start looking a little funky before it looks good, okay? So just trust the process and make sure that you are taking your time when it comes to blending. You don't want to see any harsh edges of the colors. You want them to all seamlessly blend in together. To really soften up this look, I'm going to take this color called Happiness. This is a lilac color and it's really pretty. As you guys are seeing, I'm taking a fluffier brush and just really blending out the edges all the way up towards my brow bone. I really wanted to brighten up the inner corner of the eye, so I'm taking this color called Cherished with a fluffy blending brush, and I'm just overlapping this color with the rest, so it's gonna look funky, okay? I know it looks funky, but you have to trust me a little bit, okay? So if it's your first time watching me, you're gonna develop that trust, okay? Okay. Since we did lose some of that pigment at the crease, since we've already added all these other colors, I'm gonna go back into that color Mantra, or Mantra, however you wanna say it, and I'm gonna place some more of that eyeshadow into the crease. I'm pretty happy right about now, so we're just gonna go ahead and move on to cutting the crease. I'll have the video of how I do my cut crease linked down below in my description box, so just make sure you go ahead and check that out. But right here you guys are just seeing me pack on some eyeshadow base so that we can just apply some colors over this base. So again, we're going to go back into the color Mantra. This is the dark color from the palette, and we're going to be applying it to the outer corner, really focusing that pigment at the outer corner, obviously. I really wanted to pick up this color called Abundance, and I'm going to start using this color on the eyelid and then just making my way towards the center of the lid. This color is actually a lot lighter on the eyelid than it appears inside of the palette. It looks like a dark color in the palette, but it actually isn't. I'm going to use the second darkest color from the palette. This one is called Empowered, and it's also a shimmer shadow. So I'm kind of gonna overlap the color Mantra at the outer corner with the shade and then work this color towards the center of the lid to meet up with the color Abundance. I hope that made sense. I'm going back into the color Mantra and just darkening up the outer corner of the eye. And I'm also going to pick up the ColourPop BFF Cream Gel Liner, and this one is in the color Boots. I'm going to pick up the color Happiness and apply it to my lower lash line right underneath where we just applied the cream gel liner. I also wanted to use as many colors as possible, so I'm taking this color here called Aura, and I'm going to apply it to the lower lash line at the outer corner. We are almost done, but before we finish off this look, I'm going to take the color Blissful and I'm going to apply it to the inner corner of the eye to tie this whole look together. Originally, I filmed this look using a red lip, and I'm like, okay, this does not go good at all. A red lip with purple eyeshadow and pink waterline, I don't think so. So I had to change it back up, and anyway, this is the finished look. I hope you guys enjoyed this look. I think this one is going to be the most intense look out of all of the ones I did. So let me know your guys' thoughts. Let me know your favorites as you guys are watching this. So yeah, let's go ahead and jump into our next look. Okay, my darling, for the second look, I wanted to do a soft cut crease, so I'm taking the color Radiate, and we're applying this as our transition color. This color is very soft, it's not very buildable, so you're gonna get what you see in the palette. I'm taking it up pretty high towards my brow bone. Next, we're taking the color Precious, and we're applying it into the crease to deepen it up a little bit. This color is also not very intense, so we're gonna create that soft cut crease that I really wanna do. Both of these colors are very easy to blend out and they mesh together so well. So now we're doing a cut crease, and I'm going to take my Juvia's Place Eye Prep Eye Primer to cut my crease. I'm using a painting brush that I purchased from Michael's Craft Store. I always have it linked down below in the description box. You just have to look down there, okay? Somewhere down there. I believe I have it in my FAQ section of my description box. I'm also using a flat packing brush. This one here is, I think it might be an eye cream brush from Sigma Beauty, and it's the S20. Yeah, I'm looking at it right now. Okay, so I put my palette upside down. So the first color I'm actually going to be using is called Self Love. So it might look a little bit different because I have it upside down, but I'm taking the color Self Love and I'm applying it all over my eyelid with a brush. Obviously, when using shimmers, and if you already have your complexion on, make sure that you are going in very light-handed or that you spray your brush so that you don't experience any fallout. I'm going to also take the color Quartz, which looks like this. Now I have my palette up properly, so you guys might see it in the same location as you see in the previous one. But this one is the color Quartz, and this one is more of a... It looks like a rose gold color. The previous one that I used is more like a champagne color. So I thought that both of these together were going to mesh in really well, and they did. So I'm pretty happy with how this is looking so far. I'm going back into the color Precious and applying it to the outer corner of the eye to close off this eye look. Part of me wanted an ounce of depth to this look, so I'm taking the color Mantra and applying it to the outer corner, and I'm using a pencil brush so that I'm very precise and it doesn't go too dark at the outer corner. Then I'm going to go back in with a fluffy brush to blend it all out. I'm also using that dark color, which is Mantra, the darkest matte shade, and I'm applying it to the lower lash line. I'm also using the color Serenity, which is right next to the color Mantra, and I'm going to diffuse the lower lash line so it's not such a bold color down there. I just really want everything to look very seamless, and everything is just going to tie in together as soon as my face makeup is on. Trust me, you're going to see right now. I didn't even want to wear eyelashes for this look. I thought it was very soft and very pretty. I hope you guys enjoyed this look. Now, let me know your thoughts. How are you liking these tutorials? Moving into look number 3, we're taking this color called Cherished, and we're going to be applying this over the beginning portion of the eyelid We're putting it on the eyelid, taking it up to the brow bone, and just staying in this beginning portion right over here. This color is so light, and it's just gonna make your eye look more awake. So I'm focusing it at the inner corner of the eye, and again, I'm moving it up towards the eyebrow. And then we're moving over to our next shade called Serenity. With Serenity, we're just placing it right next to the other one. This one is a little bit more of a mauve-y purple color. This color is going to be focused on the eyelid and just staying on the center of it. We're not taking it too high up because we're just going to be blending this color out. You guys can see how easy these are meshing together. And then we're going to take our final shade, which is this one here called Precious. And with Precious, we're going to be applying it to the outer corner of the eye right next to the previous color that we just applied. We're going to work our way up to the outer edge of the eye. I'm taking a different brush to blend out the edges, and that's it for this eye look. You guys can see how easy it was, and it really awakens the eye because of how light the inner corner is. I think this look is probably the easiest out of all of the ones that I did because you only have to use 3 colors. So let's move on to our fourth look. For our fourth look, I'm going to pick up the color Radiate, and with Radiate, this one is going to be our transition color. I'm taking a fluffy brush, as you guys can see, and I'm just applying it into the crease and slowly working my way up towards the brow bone. This is a really light shade, so it works really well as a transition color. And then we're going to move over to the color Gratitude. With Gratitude, I'm going to be applying it to the inner and outer corner of the eye. Then we're picking up with our ring finger the color Lovestone. This one it's kind of like a gel-like formula. I really wanted to try it because I've never tried a eyeshadow kind of like this. So we're just going in there with our finger and applying it to the center of the eyelid. But I'm noticing as I'm applying it that I'm removing the eyeshadow from the eye. As you guys can see right here, it just did not work. I think this color would work really well when you don't have any makeup on. It's just like, yeah, it's just, it didn't work, girl. So then I decided I'm just going to go back over the outer edges because we lost a lot of that pigment. And I'm still taking the color, this one is Gratitude. So I just went back in with Gratitude to try to cover up these outer edges, and it was not working, girl. So we kind of have to do something different. I ended up picking up this shade called Quartz, and this shade is going to be applied to the center of the eyelid, as you guys can see. And since we did mess up the outer edges, I had to go in with this color Mantra, which is the darker one, and really just apply it to the inner and outer corner of the eye. I also picked up the color Aura, and with a fluffy blending brush, I went over the outer edges like you guys are seeing right over here. So once everything is all blended out and we went back over with Mantra just one last time, I also applied it to the lower lash line, as you guys are seeing right here. And with a fluffy brush, I went back in with the color Gratitude just to diffuse the outer edges. And then I was like, why can't we just go into the color Cosmic Love, because this color looks really pretty. So we just did, and I applied it to the lower lash line, just to the beginning portion of it, and then I applied the rest of my face, some eyelashes, and you guys can see how pretty that color Cosmic Love looks under the eye right there. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this look. I think this one was one of my most liked post over on my Instagram, or was it on TikTok? I just finished the rest of my makeup. Every time I do my eye makeup first, it just all ties in together. As soon as I have the rest of my complexion products on, it just cleans up everything underneath the eye area. So I did not do anything different to my eye makeup aside from the tutorial that you just watched. So I just wanted to mention that. But this is the completed look, but I did experience fallout again, so I'm happy that I did my eye makeup this time. Stay tuned. We're gonna go ahead and jump into the next look. For our final look, which is the first look that you guys seen in the beginning of the video, I'm taking my Glam Light eyeshadow base and I'm going to be applying it all throughout the eye, and then we're going to pick up this color here called Cherished, and with this color I'm going to be applying it all over the eyelid, well, pretty much on the crease area. I'm using it as a transition color and just applying it all the way to the brow bone. And then I'm going to pick up this shade here called Self Love, which is a shimmer shade, and we're going to be highlighting the brow bone with a small little brush. And with my ring finger, I'm going to pick up the color Moon Magic, and I'm going to be applying it all over my eyelid. And I was in shock with how beautiful this color looks. You really just have to make sure you do your eye makeup before doing your face makeup, because this one I experienced quite a bit of fallout with this color. I also picked up the color Cosmic Love and applied it right next to Moon Magic. So I'm going to go into the color Happiness. This is like a lilac purplish color, and I'm going to be applying it to the outer edge of the eye with a fluffy blending brush. And you guys can kind of see here that all of the glitter is all over my face. Oh no. But anyway, with a pencil brush, I'm going to be applying the color Happiness to the lower lash line. And then I decided to warm up the outer corner with this color called Aura. So we're just darkening up the outer corner, and there is a freaking car accident in front of my house right now. Okay, we're back. I'm going to apply, oh my God. And this one here is the completed look. This is the final look of today. I hope you guys enjoyed all these tutorials. Let me know which one was your favorite down below in the comments. If you have not already, subscribe to my channel. I do invite you to subscribe down below. Turn on post notifications so you don't miss out on any future content from me. And if you like today's video, there's plenty more of them to come. So again, don't forget to subscribe. I'll leave you guys with my latest uploads linked to the sides. You can click on any of those to continue to hang out with me and get to know me better. I'll see you in my next video. Bye.